Steel and ship making. The upper corner. A ship. You look onto the inside of the ship. They have a skeleton. This skeleton structure is made of steel, and it gives a strong support to the ship. Bottom picture. The outside layer of the ship also made of steel, and this part will facing the ocean sea water and corrosion that you will cause. We will consider one by one. Steel, carbon steel. Steel usually adds small amount of carbon, and you will change the property of steel. And the rules are very simple. You increase the portion of the carbon, you increase the strength and hardness of the steel. The reason, the picture below. Carbon is a small element, and compared to iron, is a big element. Carbon can fit nicely into the hole of the iron and make it unmovable. So as to this picture, the carbon gap into the hole of the iron and make the iron unmovable. Now look onto the top picture. If a pure iron is made of a nice lattice structure as bimetallic bonding. When you drop a very heavy metal or substance in it, they will bend. The element can move. Now look onto another example. Carbon steel. In this picture, now you have the carbon gap in between the iron, which stop it from moving. Again, you drop something very heavy onto the carbon steel. It just cannot be moved because it restricted by this carbon gap in the middle. So it is unmovable. Give it the hardness and strength. Student, understand difference between iron and steel. When iron go to 99.9% purity, we call them steel. All steel contains some carbon. If you put 0.25% of carbon, we call mild steel. They still ductile, moldable to a small extent, but they are a lot stronger than pure iron. In between 0.5%, around 0.5% carbon, we call them medium steel, which is hard and strong. We use it for building structure as our ship structure of the skeleton. If carbon go to 1%, this we call high carbon steel, very hard and strong, which we use to make knife and the cutlery tools. For example, you see those butcher knife, they can chop bones and they can chop very hard material without getting blunt because they made of high carbon steel. When steel contain chromium and nickel, we call them stainless steel. Stainless steel don't rust. They making stainless steel kettle, stainless steel watch bell, stainless steel cutlery. But keep in mind, student, stainless steel are very expensive. So usually you see stainless steel, they only for the more expensive material. For your car body, never use stainless steel. Far too expensive to produce. They just only iron coat with paint. So, student, you can see inside of the body structure, the skeleton structure of a ship. It is made of carbon steel, the medium structure carbon steel. And now we're going to continue further about the outer of the ship, the outer shell of the ship. How we're going to protect rusting from the sea of the salty water.